Hi, boys and girls. Have you ever visited your media center only to come home with a book that wasn't just right for you? If so, let's follow Gloria Locks on her journey to learn how to find a just right book.
Scaredy Squirrel goes to the library.
Scaredy Squirrel is too scared to go into the library. Oh, come on, Scaredy, it'll be fine. What is Scaredy afraid of? He has come up with a list of advantages and disadvantages of going into the library. Disadvantages. Dun, dun, dun. Number 1, the library is the great unknown. Number 2, a book might fall on his head. Number 3, paper cuts. Number 4, bookworms. But there have to be some advantages, reasons Scaredy would want to go into the library. Number 1, you can learn interesting new things. Number 2, you can read great stories. Number 3, you can explore your interests and have great fun. Scaredy Squirrel takes a few steps into the library, but he's still scared. What if loud noises make him jump? What if somebody is running and knocks him over? What if he finds the perfect book and someone takes it right out of his hands? No problemo, Scaredy. We've got you covered. In the library, there are simple and easy rules that help it run more smoothly. When people use the library, they remember that it's a shared space. We keep our voices at a number 1 level so that others may read and get their work done. We use walking feet for the safety of all. The library is a friendly, respectful place. We leave the library looking as neat as the way we found it. Scaredy begins to walk into the library. Then he freezes. What if he can't find the books he wants? What will he do? Simmer down, Scaredy. There's lots of ways to find good books. You can use signs. They'll help you find your way to some of the most popular subjects. Ask a friend what books he or she likes. Use the computer catalog. You can look up titles, authors, or even subjects. And there's one more thing. Oh yeah, ask Miss Deliso. She'll help you find whatever you need. When we're in the library, we use our time wisely. We look for the books we want, check them out at the desk, then sit and read quietly until it's time to go back to class. Wait a minute. Check them out? Scaredy Squirrel would never, ever check out a library book. After all, he might lose it or ruin it. Then what would he do? Well, Scaredy, there are some things you can do to prevent mishaps with books. Keep books in a safe space at home, away from pets and younger brothers and sisters. Put your book in your backpack every night. Then you'll never forget it when library day rolls around. Don't eat or drink while reading a book. Food and drink can spill and make pages stick together. Always remember to wash hands before reading. Clean hands mean clean books. Use a bookmark. Never leave your book open face down, and never turn over page corners. Did you know that there's a right way to turn pages? If you turn them gently at the top corner, your book will have fewer tears. Each time that you return your book, you can check out another. But if you forget your book, you won't be able to get another until the first one is returned. Sometimes things happen. A book can be ruined or lost. If that happens, you have to pay for the book or replace it. After that, you can check out more books. So what do you think, Scaredy? Is the library worth the risk? Look, everyone! Scaredy Squirrel is going into the great unknown! He is exploring books and finding some favorites. He's checking them out and lining up. He's kept the library safe, calm, and clean. He will take care of his books, and next week he'll come back and get some more.
Scaredy Squirrel Goes to the Library was narrated by Ping and Thea. A University School production.
Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day by Judith Viorst. I went to sleep with gum in my mouth, and now there's gum in my hair, and when I got out of bed this morning, I tripped on the skateboard, and by mistake, I dropped my sweater in the sink, while the water was running, and I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At breakfast, Anthony found a Corvette Stingray car kit in his breakfast cereal box, and Nick found a junior undercover agent code ring in his breakfast cereal box. But in my breakfast cereal box, all I found was breakfast cereal. I think I'll move to Australia. In the carpool, Mrs. Gibson let Becky have a seat by the window. Audrey and Elliot got seats by the window, too. I said I was being scrunched. I said I was being smushed. I said if I didn't get a seat by the window, I'm going to be carsick. No one even answered. I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. At school, Mrs. Dickens liked Paul's picture of the sailboat better than my picture of the invisible castle. At singing time, she said I sang too loud. At counting time, she said I left out 16. Who needs 16? I could tell it was going to be a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. I could tell because Paul said I wasn't his best friend anymore. He said that Philip Parker was his best friend, and that Albert Moyo was his next best friend, and that I was only his third best friend. I hope you sit on a tack, I said to Paul. I hope the next time you get a double-decker strawberry ice cream cone, the ice cream part falls off the cone part and lands in Australia. There were 2 cupcakes in Philip Parker's lunch bag, and Albert got a Hershey bar with almonds, and Paul's mother gave him a piece of jelly roll that had little coconut sprinkles on the top. Guess whose mother forgot to put in dessert? It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That's what it was, because after school my mom took us all to the dentist, and Dr. Fields found a cavity just in me. Come back next week and I'll fix it, said Dr. Fields. Next week, I said, I'm going to Australia. On the way downstairs, the elevator door closed on my foot, and while we were waiting for my mom to go get the car, Anthony made me fall where it was muddy. And then, when I started crying because of the mud, Nick said I was a crybaby. While I was punching Nick for saying crybaby, my mom came back with the car and scolded me for being muddy and fighting. I am having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day, I told everybody. No one even answered. So then we went to the shoe store to buy some sneakers. Anthony chose white ones with blue stripes. Nick chose red ones with white stripes. I chose blue ones with red stripes. But then the shoe man said, "We're all sold out." They made me buy plain old white ones, but they can't make me wear 'em. When we picked up my dad at his office, he said I couldn't play with his copying machine, but I forgot. He also said to watch out for the books on his desk, and I was careful as could be, except for my elbow. He also said don't fool around with his phone, but I think I called Australia. My dad said please don't pick him up anymore. It was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. There were lima beans for dinner. I hate limas. There was kissing on TV. I hate kissing. My bath was too hot. I got soap in my eyes. My marble went down the drain, and I had to wear my railroad train pajamas. I hate my railroad train pajamas. When I went to bed, Nick took back the pillow he said I could keep, and the Mickey Mouse nightlight burned out, and I bit my tongue. The cat wants to sleep with Anthony, not with me. It has been a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. My mom says some days are like that. Even in Australia. Hi, my name is Mariah Vermette. I'm going to the University of Hartford as an elementary special ed major. I made this video and I hope you enjoy it.
High five, I'm so glad to be alive.
Hi, Amy. What's wrong?
Hi, Vincent. I can't read this book.
Amy, you need to find your just right book.
How do I find a just right book?
Just use the 5-finger rule. It's really easy. Here, I will show you. First, pick a book. Open it up to any page and begin reading. When you see a word you do not know, put up one finger on your hand.
Okay, now what do I do?
Keep reading a little more. If you get all 5 fingers up, then the book is too hard. If you have 0 or 1 fingers up, the book is too easy.
What if I only have 2, 3 or 4 fingers up?
Then you have found your just right book.
Wow, that was easy. Let me try. So far I have up 4 fingers on my hand, and now I have 5. This is not my just right book. It's too hard. Here's another book. Wow, no fingers up yet. I guess this is not my just right book. It is too easy.
Amy, how about this book?
Let me see, Vincent. I have only 2 fingers up so far, and I have read 3 pages. I think this is my just right book.
Now let's let everyone try it. Everyone, pick one of the books in front of you.
Open your book to any page and begin reading. Remember to put up a finger each time you see a word you do not know.
How many fingers do you have up? Have you found a just right book?
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Pick up another book to see if it is just right.
Great job! You did it! You will be an excellent reader in no time.
Hey Vincent, I bet we can use the 5-finger rule format too.
I think you are right, Amy. Every time we do not know how to solve the problem in our math work, we should put up a finger.
If we get to 5 fingers up, we should ask someone like our teacher or parents for help.
And if we have less fingers up, we should keep working and ask for help later.
Thanks for your help, Vincent.
You're welcome, Amy. Come on, let's go read some more.